Top 10 main causes of death in the United States according to Medical News Today. Number 10, kidney disease. Chronic kidney disease includes conditions such as nephritis, nephrotic syndrome, and nephrosis. These conditions harm the kidneys, which results in reduced function and waste buildup. It can cause complications such as high blood pressure, anemia, and reduced bone strength, while further issues with nutritional health and nerve damage are also very possible. Preventing these conditions includes maintaining a moderate weight and blood pressure, exercising, and eating a low sodium diet. People should also avoid smoking and drinking alcohol. Lay off the booze, people. There were 52,547 total deaths in the US in 2020 due to kidney disease. Number 9, influenza and pneumonia. Influenza is a viral respiratory infection that affects the nose, throat, and lungs. It is a common cause of viral pneumonia, which can also be bacterial or fungal. Pneumonia causes lung inflammation, which leads to breathing difficulties. To help prevent influenza and pneumonia, people can quit smoking, reduce their alcohol intake, and avoid exposure to chemicals, pollutants, or toxic fumes. There were 53,544 deaths in the US in 2020 due to influenza and pneumonia. Number 8, diabetes. Diabetes is a chronic condition that occurs when the body cannot produce or effectively use insulin, a hormone that helps prevent blood sugar levels. People with type 1 diabetes require daily insulin injections because they do not make insulin. Currently, there is no way to prevent type 1 diabetes. So basically what they're trying to say here, you could be the healthiest man alive and still get type 1 diabetes, so we're all pretty much screwed here. Individuals with type 2 diabetes cannot use insulin effectively and often require medications to manage blood glucose levels. Prevention and treatment involves eating a suitable diet and getting more exercise. At this point, you guys should know what the prevention steps are. There were 102,188 deaths in the US in 2020 due to diabetes. Number 7, not subscribing to my channel. The real number 7, what was it? Oh, Alzheimer's disease. Dementia is a general term for the decline of memory, language, problem solving, and additional cognitive capabilities that become severe enough to affect daily life. The most common type of dementia is Alzheimer's disease, a condition that affects memory, thinking, and behavior. It is a progressive disease that worsens over several years, starting with mild memory loss. People with late-stage Alzheimer's may lose the ability to carry on a conversation, respond to their environment, and control their movement. To help prevent Alzheimer's disease, individuals can get plenty of exercise, eat a nutritious diet, and improve their heart health. They can also engage in brain-stimulating activities, maintain strong social relationships, and get sufficient quality sleep. There were 134,242 deaths in 2020 in the US, which equates to 4% of total US deaths in that year. Number 6, chronic lower respiratory diseases. Chronic lower respiratory diseases affect lung function, which can impede airflow and lead to shortness of breath, a chronic cough, and excessive sputum production. Chronic lower diseases include chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, bronchitis, emphysema, asthma, pulmonary hypertension, etc., etc. People can prevent chronic lower respiratory diseases by quitting smoking, limiting exposure to allergens and pollution, and eating a nutritious diet. Total deaths in the US in 2020, 152,657, 4.5% of total US deaths in 2020. Number 5. Stroke, also known as cerebrovascular diseases. Stroke is a type of cerebrovascular disease that causes the arteries that supply blood to the brain to burst, rupture, or form a blockage due to a clot. This prevents the brain from receiving the necessary blood and oxygen, leading to the death of brain cells. Following a healthy lifestyle helps prevent stroke. This includes eating a nutritious diet, maintaining a moderate weight, and exercising regularly. People can also quit smoking and reduce their alcohol intake. There were 160,264 deaths in the US in 2020 due to stroke. Number 4, accidents or unintentional injuries. The most common types of accidents are unintentional falls, motor vehicle traffic deaths, unintentional poisoning deaths, etc., etc. To prevent death from accidents and unintentional injuries, communities can implement and improve strategies and projects that relate to walkable communities, safe routes to school, and transportation safety. There are certain programs that help prevent falls in older adults and focus on education, home safety, physical activity, and medication management. There were 200,955 deaths in 2020 due to accidents. Number 3, I actually can't name it, but the funny thing is, everybody knows where it is. It actually starts with the C as in Charlie, and after that it's an O. At the very end of it, it's a 9. You guys should know what I mean. Okay? Number 2, maybe the most hated in the world, cancer. Cancer is a condition that occurs when atypical or old cells in the body do not die, causing the cells to continue producing new cells. This leads to an overproduction of cells, which can disrupt the regular functioning of the body. Cancer can occur anywhere in the body and spread to different areas, including the lymph nodes or body organs. The 2 main types of cancer are hematologic, which are also known as blood cancers. Cancers of the blood cells include leukemia, lymphoma, and multiple myeloma. Also, solid tumor cancers. These cancers involve a malignant lump or growth that that affects the body organs or tissues. The most common types are breast, prostate, lung, and colorectal cancers. Causes of cancer include genetics, lifestyle habits, and environmental toxins. Often the cause is unknown. Exercising regularly, following a nutritious diet, and avoiding extended sun exposure may help prevent cancer. Other preventative measures include limiting alcohol intake and quitting smoking. And here guys, if you made it this far, don't forget to hit that sub button. Number 1, heart disease, which sucks that this is the number 1 reason that most people die, because this is one of the easiest one to prevent. Literally, all you have to do, exercise regularly, eat a nutritious diet, and maintain a moderate weight. Which, you know, if you get the point I'm trying to make here, is that probably like 90% of these diseases can be prevented just by working out regularly, eating nutritiously, and maintaining a moderate weight. It's not that hard, guys. Heart disease should not be the number 1 reason why people die. The number 1 reason should be from accidents or something like that. You know, obviously there's accidents, you know, sometimes even the healthiest man may get a heart attack, you never know. But if there's so many ways to prevent it and it's very easily preventable, why is it the number 1 reason? You guys have to fix your habits, come on. The leading cause of death in 2020 was heart disease, which includes several conditions that affect the heart and blood vessels. Many conditions are related to atherosclerosis, a condition that occurs due to plaque buildup in the artery walls. Plaque buildup causes arteries to narrow and stiffen, which can impede blood flow. This may lead to blood clots, stroke, or heart attack, heart arrhythmias, and heart failure. Prevention, as you already heard, includes exercising regularly, eating a nutritious diet, and maintaining a moderate weight. You see, the point I'm trying to make here is that every single one of these diseases, except for number 3, can all be prevented, and basically all could be also treated with proper diet and exercise. If you exercise regularly and you combine that with a healthy diet on a daily basis, you're basically already maxing out your potential to prevent every single one of these diseases. For example, diabetes. Diabetes, all it is eating too much, like sugars or meat, stuff like that. Same thing with the heart diseases. It's all because you're not moving enough and you're eating too much foods that aren't good for you. It's all the same combination. If you just literally just decrease your alcohol intake and stop smoking, while also getting more exercise in and eating a proper diet on a daily basis, a diet that you can sustain without always craving these junk foods like the chicken I ate earlier. You can eat that maybe just once a week and just 1 meal a week, not 1 junk meal every day. The healthy way to take a cheat meal is just 1 cheat meal on the day that you're allowed to cheat, not just a whole day of eating junk foods, you know, because it's a cheat day. No, it's just a cheat meal. That's what it is. So the goal that you should have is to increase your exercise output, consume healthier foods on a daily basis, decrease your intake of alcohol, or don't drink any at all like I do. I don't drink any of that stuff at all. I don't smoke either, so I suggest you guys don't do that. Not because I don't do it, but because it's good for your health to not do it. And just by doing those 4 things, you're already maxing out your potential to survive and prevent every single one of these diseases. But the unfortunate truth is that 90% of you guys watching this right now will not follow these steps, although you know what you're doing wrong and you know that you should fix it immediately, even if you already have one of these diseases, because I'm sure you have 1 person in your family that's already diabetic, and it's predicted that I think by 2030 or 2050, 1 out of every 3 people will be diabetic. And the thing is, everybody knows that they should stop doing what they're doing, but nobody's gonna do it. And by working out, you don't have to make it that hard. All you really gotta do is like right now I'm just walking. I can literally just walk like 4 or 5 miles in an hour and a half. If you do 1 hour and a half of walking every single day, at the very least, even if you continue doing what you're doing, you're at least helping yourself a little bit. That just might be enough to prove to yourself that you have the willpower to respect yourself at least a little bit, because you acted upon what you should have done, which is move your body around, which that's what it was designed to do, is move around. Not to sit all day on your phone eating junk food. No. Matter of fact, you don't even have to do an hour and a half. If you move around just strictly for exercise, at the very least 20 to 30 minutes a day, you're already taking a big step forward. Because believe it or not, some people can't walk around the corner of their house. Literally, they'll start breathing heavy and sweating. I used to be very overweight. I still am, but not that overweight as I used to be. And I'm telling you, just walking, which I run now, but just walking is enough to make a big change. And just foods that are lower in fat, higher in protein, and low to no cholesterol. And that has allowed me to lose a bunch of weight and gain muscle at the same time, make the bone stronger. It actually helps your brain more than you think it does to eat right and to work out. With that being said, I will end it at that. Matter of fact, I hope 100% of you take this advice and change the statistic I gave you guys earlier. I hope you guys change that, and 100% of you guys do all the work that's necessary to change your health for the better. Stop being lazy. Just remember this: if it's pleasurable, most likely it's not good for you. For example, sitting in front of your TV, watching TV all day long, that's pleasure. It's not good for you. Eating junk food is very pleasurable. It's not good for you. Not working out, pleasurable, not good for you. There's very few pleasures in this world that are actually good for you. So seek discomfort, and I'll see you guys in the next video. If this video was helpful, hit the like. It really does help out for the algorithm. Share this video with anybody that needs to hear this. Hit the sub. See you in the next one. Peace, baby.